So, this is all my things in my go bag. And I'm going to test some of it and make some films and videos. And I really hope you will follow me through this. I'm kind of nervous, I am. I've seen a lot of you guys, your videos and so on, and a lot of you are very, very good at what you're doing. And I hope I will be it as well. So, this is just the beginning. Hi you guys! So today I'm going to make a fire. Oh! Okay. I'm quite tall, so let's see if... Oh! Oh. Okay, try an error with Emelie. Okay then. Or as we say in Sweden, det du inte har i huvudet får du ha i benen. Which would be something like, what you don't have in your mind or your brain, you have to have in your legs. Yeah, that totally makes sense. Well, as we say in Sweden, lite skit rensa magen. I'm not sure if I should translate that. If I did, it would sound something like a little bit of shit clears your stomach. If you just stay in place there, please don't fall. Okay. Well, you did. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fry some Swedish meatballs. But today I'm going to try to make char cloth. Today I'm going to make tinder, and I'm going to use something called amadou. Well, as we say in Sweden, a real geggamoja. So, this is my flint, and this is my steel. Okay, you see that? Put it in here. But I really hope I can show you this. You see that? So this is Sweden. And it's awesome. You see that? Yeah, it's great. I don't see it. Hello! Okay, no, I'm sorry. You see this? It's okay. I'm in my tent because it's raining outside. It's raining quite a lot, as you might hear. Now it's stopped raining, so it's been raining and it's sunny and it's raining and it's sunny and it's windy and it's cold and it's warm. It's very interesting weather we're having here. But we have a saying in Sweden which goes like: det finns inget dåligt väder, det finns bara dåliga kläder. There are no bad weather, there are only bad clothing. That actually rhymes in Swedish. Yeah. So, don't go out and camp in Sweden in your bikini. You will die. It's so beautiful. So I'm going to use this fluffy, very dry part. Oh, look, it's working. I managed to use that plant as tinder. So that was a success. It's from a tree called, in Latin and with a Swedish accent, Salix caprea. Sounds like I'm in Harry Potter. So, let's try it. That was so cool! Okay then, I made a whistle. I have made myself a spear! Like 3 days here, just looking. That would be so cool. Look! What I just found! Do you see this? It's an orthoceratite. And it mostly tastes pepper. Well, it's okay. Go and see if we can feel the water. Oh, it's just beautiful. Can you see that? Mmm, yummy. Lunch. It's a bunch of ants in sugar. Oh! I have a lot of knives. Today I'm going to try to make some Lingonberry Jam. Oops. This is what they look like, my lingonberries. It looks like jam. And it smells wonderful. It really, really does. Smells amazing. Oh. So, back in the day, this plant was used as medicine. And it's a very cute flower. So if I should translate Öland into English, it would become island land. Yeah. I'm on the Alvaret now, and it's very, very windy here, so I have no idea what this is going to sound like. Let's just check this beach out, shall we? I can make a little woo. And today I'm going to talk about my go bag. Woo. It's very big. And it's so cool. Oh, look! So as you can see, I made myself a smaller fire pit. But you know, it's cute. Yeah, my water bottle fitted nicely. As we say in Sweden, finns det hjärterum, finns det stjärterum. Where there is room for the heart, there is room for the ass. Oh, now I'm here at Byrum. I'm at the west coast, where you have, well, no sand beaches, but very much rocks. Now I'm at a forest, which is called Trollskogen. The troll forest. Yeah, maybe I find 1 or 2 trolls, I don't know. I guess most of them aren't actually in the woods, but on the internet. Oops. Oh God. Oh. One goes up and one goes down. I mean, who made this? Even though it's snowy, it's not very cold. It's only one minus. Just every time I do that, I try to stick this thing into the tinder. I just hit the tinder and it just... Okay, and now the snow is falling down from my mössa on the tinder, and this is just... For all of you who have no idea who I am, my name is Emelie, I live in Sweden, and I'm trying to learn bushcraft, so I'm not an expert in any way. No? Yummy. Oh god, I'm going to eat this. Blood pudding is frying in my pan. Do you see? Now it's turning black. So, take a look. This is my resin. And I'm going to put it here. The resin will come through this, but the dirt, all the other stuff will stay in here. So, this is resin. My own home-cooked resin. And it's haglar. Hailing. Yeah, it is. It's been snowing too. And it's been sunny. 4 seasons in one day. So, here it is. My little camp with my bag and my fire. And where I'm going to sleep tonight. This is so warm. And it's so much fire. Oh, and there's my other camera. Hello. 40, 40, 20. Okay, can you see this? So, now I am done with my antiseptic ball, and I think it went very well actually. Take a look at this. This is what it looks like. It's not hard and it's not liquid. I think it's quite... Yeah, I can use this. It's been 6 days and I have been trying that balm, or whatever you might call it in English, for 6 days now, and it works! Today I'm going to try to set up a tripwire system. And now I'm going to take this side of the rope and make a trip wire. Yay! So we have to be a bit careful here, but I want to pull this so it's tight. I think this should be enough. I don't know, never done it before, so I have to try it. Oh, Jesus. I'm going to try to make what we call a midsummer pole. Yes, I'm going to show you what we eat on midsummer. Okay, it's actually so many mosquitoes, so I think I need to change clothes because I'm wearing shorts and that was not a very good idea. Okay, so I'm going to try to build a really small midsummer pole. First I have to make the cross because we need that. Yes. You might think this is some kind of religious tradition. And it is a religious tradition, but it's not a Christian tradition. It's a Norse tradition. So what do we do with the midsummer pole then? Well, we look at it and go, oh, it's midsummer again. And then we dance around it. I'm not going to do that, don't worry. We have a little song called Små grodorna, the little frogs. And then we dance around the pole. and jump around like we were a bunch of frogs going quack, quack, quack. I told you before, this isn't a cross. No, it's not. So no, this is actually a penis, and it's fertilizing the soil. And you can see those round things, and it's pointing down into the soil. Yes. Let's make cow poop tea. I've heard that it should be very, very good for your plants. Oh look! It's cow poop. I found it. And there's a lot. And it looks very, very dry. Here I am with my cow poop tea bag. I'm going to put my little tea bag in here. So I guess if I have this in here for a day, maybe I can use this tomorrow. And ooh, well, it smells. Which is over 750 years old, so I thought, hey, I have to go and check it out. So I'm doing that now, and I thought you could come with me, okay? The sacrificial spring has given name to the whole parish. Over the years the spring was forgotten, but it was rediscovered in the 1960s when a large ash tree that had been growing in the well was removed. Nowadays the paved spring is completely dry and only a meter deep. Before the christening of Öland in the 11th century, people believed that these springs were the source of life, and that if they ran dry, the world would end. I'm actually going to try to make a fire in rain. I never done that, and it seemed like a very good idea when I woke up this morning. Now it's raining even more, and I can't say I'm wet. So here I am with my resin tree. It's quite a lot of resin on it, isn't it? Look! I think I found something that looks dry. Yeah. And you can hear the little snap. I will take this. But this looks dry, doesn't it? It smells nice too. Now I'm going to see if I can find somewhere to make a fire. I don't have a tarp with me, because I thought it would be fun to try without. So, here's my resin. I found a lot, which I'm going to try to use. Pieces of wood, and I need them dry, and they are dry on the inside. Look! Pencil sharpener. You know, I learned that from Arctic Wolf when I was in Norway. Look! I can show you, it's not raining so heavily right now. Look! I have a lot. Oops. Please, please work this time. I so want this fire to start. Ow, ow, ow. Ay. Okay. And there you have the resin. Okay, now the resin is burning at least. And I have a lot of it, so... Well, okay. I think I could make a fire out of this. I have a lot of resin in it, so I guess that was the trick. Today I'm going to try to make some kind of, I don't know, a homemade fat wood / tinder / fire starter. This will probably start to boil quite fast, so I'm going to put my resin in here. So now we just have to wait while it's melting, and that can take a while. But doing it this way, it's a good way to avoid the flash point, because as you know, resin can burn quite easily. The resin is still very in liquid form, so you can see this is soaked with resin. So this is my bark, and then I just wrap it like this. Looks like a lollipop.
Vi, Björn och huskarl lät då resa stenen efter Sibbe, sin fader.
So now I've just arrived to this farmstead, as I've just learned that it's called. And I met 2 of the volunteers who are working here, and they said it was okay for me to make this video, no problems at all. I'm on the northern part of Stockholm in a municipality called Upplands Väsby. I've never seen this Viking homestead before, so I'm looking forward to it. It's what we in Sweden call an outdoor museum. So here we have the house where they lived. Let's go in and have a look. Oh. Oh, wow. Huh. Oh, this is the house where they make all the food. Oh my, this is so beautiful. Hey everyone, and this is my friend Nix. Okay.
The further down this axe handle you hold your hand, the more force you get in your swing.
Okay.
And it's easier to split wood, but it's easier to damage yourself, because the more force you use, the higher the risk that this turns towards you.
Ow.
Okay?
Okay.
So when you're using it for finer things, like making a feather stick or just carving like the pro you want to be, you move your hand closer to the axe head.
Okay.
You can even hold the axe head.
Okay.
And the control in what you do increases. The further from this point you are, the more control you have, but less force. You're right-handed, your right knee is raised. Okay, this is your platform, and this is your safety harness, or whatever we can call it. Because on the inside of your thighs, what do you have there?
I don't want to say that on video.
Your arteries, okay? You don't want to cut yourself on the inside of your legs, because you will...
I bleed to death.
Yeah, probably, yeah. So, if you're right-handed, up with your right knee. And when you chop, you don't chop right in front of you, you chop on the outside. That's more natural for your arm, because it's located on the side of your body. Woohoo!
Well, of course, we have the Christmas tree, just as so many other countries have. And you know, what you want to have in your Christmas tree, that's really up to you. But most we have those, I don't even know what these are called in English. We call them Christmas balls. Yeah, we have meatballs and fish balls and potato balls in this country. We do like balls. So what's up with this ham? Well, first of all, you buy the ham. You can either buy it when it's just, you know, it's cooked already. So then you just have to put on some sort of thing on top of it with mustard and so on. And then you put it in the oven and you wait for a while, and then you have your ham ready to go. You slice it up in very thin slices and then you eat it. But this is a julmust. Look! Apotekarnes. Or as we say, apotekarnes. For a very, very long time ago, they used to say that they drank jul. Dricka jul. Because one of the reasons that we celebrate Christmas in December is because the 22nd of December, it is this big, we call it vintersolståndet, when the sun is slowly coming back to us and we get brighter days and so on. Doesn't feel like that right now because it's very, very dark. So long before Christianity came to Sweden, we celebrated this during December. And that's also why we eat ham, because we celebrated that one of the Norse god his name was Frey, and he had a pig. For instance, we take, I think we call it straw, a kind of grass, and we can build a goat with it. And as far as I know, this is symbolizing the goats that Thor, the Norse god, had when he was running around there up in the sky making thunder. So when Christianity came to Sweden, they decided, you know, it's easier for a population to accept something new or a new tradition if you take their old tradition and mix them up together. So that's what they did. They took the birth of Christ and mixed it up with our celebration of the light, and then it was easier to get people into the new religion. I wish you all a happy new year, or gott nytt år, as we say in Swedish, and well, I will see you next year, I hope. So take care of yourself and skål! Hi everyone! Finally we got some snow here in Sweden, or at least where I live. So this is my base layer. Under this I have my thermal, but this is the one I have on top. Okay, starting to get a bit cold now. Now I'm going to stand up to show you my pants. Here I am, my pants. Pants is just like the jacket. They have to be windproof and waterproof. And this is ski pants, so they are a bit insulated as well. So they are warm and I really, really love those. Under this I have fleece pants. Okay, maybe I have to go a bit closer to the camera. So, fleece pants and my thermals, just as this one. I'm going to make a Swedish dish called kroppkakor. So what you do is that you boil potatoes and then you let them get cold. That's very important. And then you take this huge press thing, which I don't know what you call in English, and you put the potatoes in them and then you press the potatoes and then you add flour. And in the original recipe you should add egg too, but I don't eat eggs. And then you also add salt, which is very important, otherwise it won't taste anything. And then you make it like a dough or whatever you call it. And then you fry some kind of, you know, meat, pork, fat, bacon or something. I use ham, and often you have onions too, which you fry them with. And then you put that in this little round bun. We actually call them kroppkakor. If I should translate that, that's body cake. I don't know why. We call everything balls in Sweden, but in this particular case, we don't call it balls. This might take a little while, but it's okay, I'm in no hurry. Okay, you can't see so much. But it's in here somewhere. And when it starts to float, it has to boil for 5 minutes. Woohoo! Some butter and snow. Yay, my homemade kroppkaka in the forest. Isn't this just lovely? Yes, it is. Now I'm going to taste it too. Okay, I love this. This is one of my absolute favorite dishes in Sweden, anyway. But I know you have similar in other countries too. Anyway, I never done this before. As you know, a lot of my videos, I try stuff I never tried before because I'm not an expert in any way. I'm just trying to learn some outdoor stuff. Yeah, well, it's burning, that's for sure. So now, hopefully it's kind of hot in here. Ow. Oh, psh. Yeah, that was hot. Yeah, let's put this in here. And then let's see how long this will take. Well, there you go. Look at that glow. Wow. I guess it's rather hot in there now. Looky, 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 look. Okay. This was a really nice cake. The whole concept with this fire is to get the fire off the ground, especially when it's wet or snowy like it is today. The whole concept with this is that you get a fire that's the heat is very focused, so you can cook on it. So I'm going to put my pot up here, or my can. You can of course even use a frying pan or whatever you like. This sort of fire doesn't give you so much heat. I mean, it won't heat up me very much because it's so concentrated. Look at this. It's a fire and I managed to make it with flint and steel. I'm so pleased right now, you have no idea. Oh yes, it's boiling. As you might see.
Knife, Amadou, and my flint. Yes, let's try this. Ooh, stab the Amadou and just... Ow. Oh, look. Oh, wow. I think I got a little something glowing here now. If you can see that. Where's my camera? Ow. Ow. I really don't want to start a fire in my hand, because that would be a bit warm.
So this is Kevin from Arctic Wolf. You have met him before in my videos. So you're going to show me a bit about fire dynamics today?
We'll do a little bit about fire dynamics and a little bit take your fire building skills to a slightly higher level.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at oxygen,
mm-hmm.
cold air. Mm-hmm. Cold air sinks. Cold air is low.
Yeah.
Okay. Heat sort of rises.
Yep.
Yeah. So as the heat rises, it sucks in cold. If you think of a conventional oven at home,
yep.
The air hole is always at the bottom. It sucks the air in at the bottom of the fire and it goes up out the chimney.
Yep.
So that's basically, layman's terms, the conventional thing. Yeah. Knife at 90 degrees or slightly more. Okay? Then when I strike this, any chance of anything going wrong is going that way.
Oh, that sounds good.
You're right-handed?
Yes, I'm right-handed.
So your left hand, the knife.
Okay.
Okay. And hit with this one, okay? We hit on the top until the top sinks into the wood, and then we hit on the tip.
Yeah, okay.
Okay? Take your mallet and beat that knife right in the middle.
Okay. There.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Give it a bit more. Go on, get angry at it. That's it. Go on, it's splitting all the way. Wait.
So, Kevin, exactly what happened?
Well, the knife broke, Emelie. Hooray! That's it. Keep going all the way down to the wood saw.
Ow! Oh, look! Woohoo, it's a hole in it.
Yep. Now they're burning now self-sufficient. Yours, you can see it's burning around the top here.
Yeah.
So there's no need to put any more wood in there now. That thing will just burn itself.
Oh, look! It's burning. Yay! We are carrying a lot. There is our tent, and here is what's left of the dinner. I have been down. I found a stream where I could wash all the dish with this beautiful hat on. But I mean, look at the scenery. This mountain range is approximately 400 million years old. So the mountains aren't very high because of the erosion, but they can be very steep at places. So I think it's perfect to hike on if you don't want to climb so much. And yeah, I guess you can see that geology runs in the family. But it was very, very nice to go up there and look at the view. And of course we got a bit surprised that there were reindeers there. We could hear the reindeers when we were sleeping in our tent because they passed by because they were going on their way to drink in a stream which were close to our tent. So we are on our way back now, Just going to find the track or the path or whatever you call it. Yeah. But this is cool.
Okay, so that one goes on like that.
Yeah, look, it's the chimney.
That's the chimney effect. And then you just...
Wow, that was hot.
You drop your sticks in.
But this is only for burning or boiling water.
No, this isn't only for boiling water. This is a multi-functional stove. I'll just get a little bit of heat up. I want to fry something or something like that. You can just drop that in there and put a pan up at the same time. Right, shall we try the wood gasifier then?
Yeah. Yeah, well, this is burning quite good.
So this is burning quite quickly, so now you can start to see the wood starting to gasify. You see these separate jets coming up all the way around?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the gasification on the wood.
Look at that.
If I'm going for a day hike,
yeah,
then I would carry this with me this time of year. It's also got a windshield in here.
It's very small and compact.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, this is my kit, so then it's... The windshield just goes around like that.
Look at that. Yeah.
So this is a titanium one.
Yeah.
Weighs absolutely nothing.
Oh wow, this was light.
Yep. So that one there.
Yeah.
I use bioethanol because it just doesn't soot things up. So you put a little bit in there.
Okay.
So this one here. Okay, as you know, you can either put the gas bottle on it, as you do.
Yes, I do that.
Or you can use kerosene. This one will run on diesel, it'll run on paraffin, it'll run on petrol, gas. So you've always got an option for some sort of fuel. Okay. With this one, 15 pumps. We're not burning liquid, we want to burn vapor.
So Kevin,
yes,
there's
Emelie.
a lot of stoves. So do you have a favorite, or is it depend on the weather and the temperature? And
Depends on weather, temperature, fire ban, non-fire ban.
1 hour each day during the festival, Lars Felt signed books inside the festival's book tent, and I got to speak to him. And of course, I got one of my books signed. Lars Felt is the survival expert who built the Swedish Armed Forces Survival School. He is also certified survival instructor at the British SAS and US Special Forces. As an instructor, he's been working with several military forces from the Arctic region in Canada to the desert in Australia. And of course, he and Ray Mears are long-time friends. And I have their books too. They're all in Swedish. Tobias introduced me to a lot of people on the festival. Here you can see me with Tobias, Peter Viking from Viking Flintworks, Johan Forsberg from Nordic Bushcraft, and Juha Rankinen, former instructor for Ray Mears. Juha has also written a book about cooking outdoors, and after we had been talking a little while about my channel, he gave me a signed copy of his book and told me to keep on making videos. I will definitely try some of the recipes in my future videos. The first thing I want to try to find is resin. I use a lot of resin when I'm out. It's very good to use when you make fire in rain or when it's damp. So I have a little resin tree which I'm going to say hi to now. I also hope I can find blueberries and some dead trees. Hopefully dead birch would be good because I need birch bark. So I'm going to collect my resin in a little jar, see how much I can get from this. I'm going to use my little okay, my eldris. Look at that. That's a lot of resin. It's just so beautiful with all the trees and the sun. And oh, look what I found here. Oh, wow. Oh. Wow, lucky me. Oh, I have to put this down in my rucksack. Perfect. It really smells resin.
So that's our start, and this is our finish. Okay, we rotate the bezel again till it's picked up exactly on the lines, and we see it's 70 degrees. If you follow that compass bearing, you can see if I can get my hand, that there is the direction we'd be going in, and as you can see there's a big cliff there, there's no trail, and that'd be really hard to go that way. If we'd been following that compass bearing, there's a lot of rock climbing would have had to be involved.
Yeah, I would have died.
So it's easier to follow the trail. We can actually see these on the trail with the help of the contour lines on the map. So here we are now. This is Svartstolen here. You see here where these contour lines are getting tighter. That's where we are now.
Okay.
So that's this big rock face here. Okay, so we're sat here now having a quick drink and a spot of lunch.
Yep.
Padachan. We've come all the way up through here. This was our start point. So we were on a 60-degree bearing from here, which would have taken us over the top of that Svartstolen, up and down those hideous big things.
Yep.
We would have needed to cross the middle of this lake if we were on a compass bearing.
Yeah, that's a bit wet.
Yeah.
Nah, we don't want that.
So we could look now, our compass bearing from where we are now to the top of Tomaråsen. We're here on the tip of the lake.
Yeah.
There's Tomaråsen at the top. We then realign that one with north. And our bearing is now 73, 74.
Here you can see how they make these beautiful horses that has become a symbol for Sweden. These horses became famous in 1939 when a giant version was placed outside the Swedish pavilion at the World's Fair in New York. Every horse is unique since they are carved and painted by hand. So what is Inlandsbanan then? Well, Inlandsbanan runs for 1,300 kilometers from Kristinehamn in the south to Gällivare in the north. We will be away for 10 days and sleep at hotels. When you go with Inlandsbanan, you have to buy a ticket, which you can use for 2 weeks, and you can do this, you know, like hop on and hop off. Look at that view! Cool! Oh, wow. Okay, that was a quick stop. And all the people are watching us too. Okay then, hello, little people. Är skål!
My Untitled Chapter.
And what is it in those glasses?
Not too dumt, Urbana.
It's whiskey.
Is it whiskey? Is it Jägmeister? What is it, Daddy?
Daddy, fish.
What is it?
It's a whiskey.
Östersund it is. We're going to be a lot of people on this train today. Now we are in Vilhelmina. When we went into the shop, we met the owner named Gunhild, who is Sami. She told me a lot about the Sami culture. It was really, really interesting. Here, she's telling me a lot about the chaman drum. In the middle, she says, is the sun, and then you have east, west, north and south. You also have spiritual symbols and some normal symbols, like reindeers, the wolf and houses. In the middle, you place a ring made out of brass, and then you ask your spirit guide a question, like, where is my 20 reindeers? And then you start to beat the drum. And here you can see how the ring is moving, and when it stops, you can see that your rein has gone somewhere southwest. So there's where you can find them. If the rings stop at, she's showing here, like on a wolf, well, that's quite bad news.
Man ska slå hårt eller är det liksom? Det får du, det är för att det är din känsla.
She also let me use the drum. I felt very honored. I forgot to ask my spirit guide a question, but the ring ended up on the symbol for home. That made me quite happy because, you know, it felt safe somehow.
Ja, jag hamnade i byn.
We started in Mora, and then we went to Östersund and Vilhelmina. Now we're going to Arvidsjaur, and we're going to visit Jokkmokk, and we're going up to the midnight sun in Gällivare. And the view from the train was just amazing the whole trip.
Släppa in och luften. Släppa in lite korsdrag.
Okay. Now we're going to get some air in.
Syre.
So they're stopped now at the bridge just to get some air in. And here we have Piteälven. And I'm afraid of bridges. Okay. But it was very nice because it's very cold and chilly. And here we have the train guard, I think it's called? Host. Train host and the driver.
Yeah.
Is it the train driver in English?
Train
driver, yes. It feels very safe to be on this trip. Thank you. But it's a bit scary to stand here. Okay, now we're going to take off again. So now I've been here. The Arctic Circle.
We've had quite a few reindeers on the railway during the day, and this has caused some delays, obviously.
I don't think we have such a nice view on this hotel, not like the other ones. Oh, it's very sunny though. Oh, but down there you do have the lake. You can see some water. Skål! If you ever come to Jokkmokk, you have to visit this place. It's called Fjällträdgården. Fjäll means mountain and trädgård means garden. So here I am at the highest place on this little garden. It's very beautiful up here. And here we have them. Lingonberry. Oh, God, I'm shaking. And I just had lunch, and then it was a man who recognized me. So I just took a little groupie, or whatever you call it, with him. That was a bit cool. First time that ever happened. But now it's time for the museum. And here we have tracks from different animals, like squirrel, hare, fox, wolf, lynx. Here we have bear. Järv. Here we have the biggest predator in Sweden. I know the bear is bigger, but this one only eats meat. It's a järv. Oh yes, a wolverine. Finally I figured it out. Lupus, lupus. It's a wolverine. Here we have a guy with a bow and a bird on his head. So this is the hotel in Gällivare, and well, I will not complain on the view because it's absolutely wow. And we are going up on one of those mountains, not sure which, but wow. And as you can hear, I don't have a very good microphone, I only have my phone. As you can see, the sun is still up. It's actually more. But it was a lovely view. It doesn't go under the horizon, or whatever you say, below. I don't know. But it's absolutely lovely. We have a little sign too. Your watch again, honey? Oh, look. Wow. Been there, down there. Chic. One safari in Namibia and one midnight sun in Gällivare. It's bucket list chic. Okay, so this is the view from the hotel room, and it's almost 1 o'clock in the night. But I like it. I do. And I'm going to bake in it today. And what I'm going to bake is I'm going to bake blueberry pie. Yay! So I have made the smuldeg, as we call it in Swedish. The dough thing you have in the pie. It's just flour and margarine or butter, which you just mix together with your hands. So it covers. And as you can see, I've covered my blueberries with potato flour and sugar. And these are a bit frozen right now because I had to put them in the freezer after I picked them. So, you know. But I think that will be good. Yeah, so I just... Oh, look! There's a bit of the forest in there too. So you cover the whole thing with the smuldepie. I think it's called shortbread pie in English. Not sure, but I think so. Could be wrong. Please tell me. Okay, so now I have some wood up there too. I hope I did this right now, because never done this before, but we'll see. It might go very black or nothing happens in there, but hey, you have to try. But it looks good. The recipe says that you should have it over the fire approximately around 30 minutes. But since this is in aluminium, I have shortened it down, so I will check the pie in 3 minutes. Then it's been 20 minutes over the fire. Just to see, you know, what happened and if I have to put the lid back on again. I hope not, because it looks very hot. Well, let's see now if this is ready. Oh wow, look at that! My pie! Can you see? I think it is ready. Yummy! Wow, it's not burned. I don't know. Oh, I haven't seen the bottom of it, but you know, it looks very nice from here. Maybe I should try. Okay, this was a bit tricky. Ow! Well, I have to say, this was absolutely perfect. Not even in my own oven I get this good. I mean, look at this. Nothing is burnt. Nope. As you can see. Wow. Well, thank you for that recipe. That was really good. We just take it from the hip, as we say in Sweden. Oh. So, what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to take this Gigamoya and I'm going to put it in my zebra can over the fire, and hopefully it will be something that I can use. Brr. This is cold. It's a wok, something like that. And I'm going to put it in over here. Let's see if I can bake this now. Okay. And since it's very, very cold, or not very, 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 but it's -2 outside today, I don't have to worry about the meat that it will get bad or anything. Otherwise you have to keep it cold on your way out. Well, look at that, my friends. Yes, I do believe it's ready. Can you see inside there? Oh God, it smells wonderful. Oh, but look at that! Looks like a mushroom. It's like the Smurfs. Welcome to my meat mushroom. But okay. This looks very funny. Okay, have a look. Oh, I'm crying. I'm so sorry. Oh, I got too much smoke in my... The sun is going down right now, so it will be dark very, very soon, and it will become very dark. Woohoo! Oh wow. So here I have found a tree, which you can't see. Oh wow! Oh my god! I found a new resin tree. Wow, look at this. Look. Did you see it? My god, the tree is crying. Okay, I will have to go and get my knife and a jar, and I have to collect this because I'm so nerdy. Herregud vad kåda. Jösses Amalia. Hi Kevin, what are we supposed to do?
Well, we're going to build a tabletop fire. Basically, it's a fire that we're going to use. Just the ground is wet, it's snow, everything. If you build a fire down there, they sort of extinguish themselves if you haven't got a shovel to dig away the snow and everything. So we're just going to build a raised, elevated fire. It's just 2 tripods with a log in the middle, a couple of logs to form a tabletop, and then we just build a small fire that you can cook or you can have for drinks or anything like that. Like that. We're just going to lash them quickly together. They don't have to be pretty or anything like that. They're not going to stay up for very long. So. Right, now we have these two like this.
Okay.
If you reach behind and get the thickest of those logs on there.
Now I'm going to put some birch bark here, and Kevin is away to collect some resin, which I think he has. Have you found any resin?
Yeah, I've got some resin.
Oh, lovely.
Right, we'll make ourselves a quick cup of tea before we disappear again. Snowshoe back up out of the forest.
Yeah.
How did you find your snowshoeing?
It was okay. I mean, it felt a bit funny in the beginning because you're walking like a duck or something, but vad fint det blir. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my. They were quite big. Oh, look, there's plenty of them here. Can you carry one? Kom igen nu då. Barnarbete.
Daddy, look.
Okay, you see those sticks, or I think you call them in English. They are just there to support these ones. So here we will have all the what you call them, granris. Only take what you find on the ground. That's good.
Det här har vi på kojan. Granris. Så man inte vet vad det är på engelska. Vi har den där första pannkakan.
Japp, den är till dig.
Men du slipper den lite.
Tror du att den är klar den här då? Okej, varsågod. We have found this very interesting hike just south of Färjestaden, which we're going to try now. And it will take us through leaf forest and the Great Alvaret. So this is the hike we will do. As you can see, it's 6.5 kilometers long, and it's called Tängeleden. Now we have come to Gamla Skogsby. Yes, so here we have an old farm from the Iron Age. So you can see a lot of remains that are still here. It's really awesome. Wow. Actually, I'm talking about the Iron Age right now with my students at school, so this is cool. I will have take some pictures to show them. Wow. I can definitely recommend this little hike. It's not very long. They say it takes about 3 to 4 hours to walk it. And well, as you can see, this isn't a very difficult hike. It's very flat, and it's even easier if you have like a man who's carrying your stuff too. Ja, ta det små så korv, very easy. Chop chop. I mean, I don't know if you can hear all the birds. Wow. I don't think I've heard so many birds at the same time before. It was raining a lot yesterday, so I was a bit worried that we wouldn't be able to go out because, well, starting a fire with a bow drill in rain is not really what I think I can manage to do.
But as you see here, we don't live in a country that's great for friction fire. It's very, very damp. Most of our wood is resinous, so the problem is once you get the friction up, the resin sort of hardens on the ends of the woods and stuff like that, and it makes it very difficult. Conditions are always blowing, it's always cold, you know, it's your choice of pine or spruce really.
Yep. En liten gren kittlar mer än en stor stock.
Yeah. Okay, and there we have our bearing block.
So you can just show me, you know, how to hold it and everything, and then I will take it from there.
Yep. Okay, so this one goes up through the middle.
Yep. Over
the top.
Okay, yeah, I know, because I tried that at home, and that is it's very difficult to get it to get, I mean, you need a lot of force.
Okay, that one's going to go in there. It's better to let go of the bow then, so it doesn't fly over. Your bearing block. Seated.
Okay.
Okay. Now, first, it's just to start, gently.
Okay, but it actually smokes.
Yeah, it's going to smoke, but you just got to... Once it smokes, you know you're about 3 minutes away from making a fire.
3 minutes?
And it takes... The idea is to build up enough dust that the dust gets actually hot enough on the inside to make an ember.
You know what, I watched a video about the Stone Age, you know, people living in the Stone Age.
Yeah.
It took them 30 seconds to start a fire like this.
Okay, as you can see, it's a very, very light brown dust.
Yes.
This dust, what we really want is dark dust. So that's telling me this wood isn't quite, I would say, dry enough, or it's too resinous.
Okay.
The more pressure you put on it, the more friction you're going to cause. The more friction you're going to cause,
feels like I'm going to lose.
The more heat you're going to make.
Oh my god, this is tricky.
It is.
Because the more I press, the harder it gets, and I'm not very strong.
It's a thing that takes a lot of practice as well.
Nothing happens.
go. There you go. Now there's a little wisp of smoke. Faster and press harder.
Oh no! So now I am in Kevin's garden. Yesterday when we came home, we fixed some new materials so we can actually maybe start a fire. And but it was very, very late when we came back. And today it has been raining and blowing like crazy. But Kevin, he's been so kind, so he put up his lavoo, yes, okay, I pronounced it right. So he put that up for me so we can be in there in case it starts to rain again. Because as I did yesterday, I felt like you have to press and you have to do this, and there's just...
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's so much the strength as the stamina. There's your spindle.
That was a bit longer.
That one was longer than the one we tried to use yesterday.
So I point the sticky part in this little moist part.
Yes, that's very true. Okay. Okay.
Oh god, this is a bit complicated. Okay, now...
That's it.
Oh, and then I have to have some sort of balance too.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh Jesus, this was tricky. It doesn't feel like I have any balance at all.
Okay, if you feel that the bow is too long for you, come a little bit further up, grip the string there, and now.
Oh, that was better. It's just the whole pressing thing.
Right, now you want to increase your speed. You don't, in the beginning, you don't want to press too much. You want to build up the dust.
Do you know what we need to do? We need to move that camera because they can't see anything. My foot is in the way.
Okay, so start off light, build up a little bit of dust, it gets the heat. First thing you need to do is just get some friction to get the heat up in there first. Right, now you can start to add a little bit of pressure. I can see the dust coming. Right, now you need to apply pressure and fast.
Oh, never fast!
You nearly had a tiny bit of smoke there. You've got a tiny bit of smoke going there now.
Okay, you're telling me you're not supposed to be strong? That's just a...
It's the stamina.
No! De här, I think they are dry. Just the ones on the ground are probably very wet since it's been raining. Är de blöta? Ja. Om du gör så. Känner du? Här. Så säger knäck, jätterätt. You can use these to make a fire, okay? To make it a bit easier and fun. Isn't it fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's very wet. Ooh, this will be good.
It's so many here. Oh my god. Oh. It's so many. And it's yummy. Ah! It's a spider there.
Och så håll den uppåt när det börjar brinna. Ja. Och så stoppar den. Bra! Yay! High five! Let's see if this is dry enough. Nu får du backa lite. Back. I just realized I have forgotten to pack something. I don't think Nick did it either. The gloves.
No, I packed beer.
I can go and get a potato ball.
What? Oh, potatisbullar.
Potatisbullar. Yeah, Swedish fast food. So here we have them. Swedish potato balls made out of potato and nothing more.
Yes, yeah.
You know how they look. We used to eat them with bacon and lingonberries, so we're going to do that too. I'm going to get some bacon too.
Bacon!
Do you like that?
No.
No. Ooh, bacon. So here I have what I need. I have my multi-fuel where I'm going to boil water, and then I'm going to melt some old candles which I have crushed at home. So that's that. And here I have some sawdust and some birch bark, which I also will use. And here we have some egg cartons. And what I realized, because I had an idea that I could make the fire starters, you know, 6 of them, but then I saw that there's, you know, they don't look like they did when I was a child, because then each egg was separated, you know, with some sort of, I don't know, walls. I'm sorry for my English, but I don't know what you call it. So what I had to do, I had to take toilet rolls and then some sort of, I don't know, make some sort of shape thing to, I don't know, to make them in. See if this works. And I also have 2 here, which I will try to use. And over here I have dry lint, which is, you know, basically cotton. Of course you can go and buy new cotton, but you know, cotton isn't very good for the environment, and this is, you know, things you would just throw away otherwise, so why not use it? And then we have the threads, and I have flätat, well, what's that in English? I've braided them, and this is what I'm going to use. So, you know, when you have a candle and you have something, you know, this little thing that points up where you lit the candle, so I'm going to use that too. And I'm actually going to use this carton too, because I'm going to turn it around and try to make fire starters in those 2 holes. We'll see. I've never done this before, so it will be very interesting to see. And of course, over here, far from the fire, I have my resin. You know I like resin, right? So, well, we'll see how this goes. But all of those things are stuff I have at home. This is some fluff, so I'm just making this layer by layer, and I'm going to have cotton on top, and I will put some resin in too, because it's fun. Whee! Okay, so here comes the tricky part. Oh god, I'm shaking. Oh wow, I think I missed a little bit. Oh well. I know I promised you last time that I was going out into the rain and try my fire starters this time. But the thing is, it doesn't rain in Sweden apparently. I'm going to make my special kale soup. Grönkålssoppa. Yes, with some spinach and some potatoes. And then I'm also going to add some bacon to it. So, here I have my fire pit and some wood I have brought with me from home. And then you all wonder, what's this? Well, talking about recycle, this is oak, and it's from a floor, our leftovers from a floor. And a friend of mine asked if I wanted this because it burned for a very long time, and it's very good to have if you're making a fire. And And I said, yeah, well, of course, because, you know, it's just plain oak. So this is very good. So I'll try that one. And then we have the birch bark, of course. It's quite funny now when I've started since I started my channel. So a lot of people come to me now with birch barks and woods and stuff. It's like, well, maybe you need this for your videos. So that's very kind of them. I don't have so much room though to store it, but yeah, you know. Finns det hjärterum, finns det stjärterum. So I'm going to cut the potatoes in very, very, very small pieces, because then it goes faster to boil them. Of course, I'm not in a hurry, but I'm a little bit hungry, and I get grumpy when I'm hungry, so better safe than sorry. I'm going to use a grilling rack, which is foldable. I never used anything like that before. You know, if you've seen my videos, I used to cook on, you know, on rocks or, you know, stones. I've used tripods, and in the beginning in my first videos I used my keyhole shaped fire pit and so on. But this is something I felt that I really need or been missing. So it will be quite interesting to see how this works, because I never used it before. So, and as I said, it's foldable, so it doesn't take so much space in your rucksack either. This is the size of it, and then you just more or less fold it out like that. And I don't know how long the legs needs to be for me, but I will fold the entire thing out so you will have a chance to see. Ooh, wow! It's getting pretty warm here. Simple as that. But now I really need my gloves so I don't get burned. That was a lot better. Look at that! So in here I have frozen kale and spinach. And here we have the potato and some bouillon, or I think you call it stock cubes maybe. Some water. I don't want the potatoes. Okay. One went into the fire. That's just how it is. And then I can also add this little thing with chicken flavor. Whoops. I will add this because since it's frozen, it will, you know, lower the temperature, and then it has to raise it again, blah blah blah. I better put it in now. And here we have the bacon. Oh, whew, it's boiling now. And because I sliced the potato very thin, this doesn't have to boil for a very long time, so I can actually start to fry the bacon now. First some soup, and then we can add some bacon without getting leaves in it. Maybe that's yummy too, I don't know. Well, look at that. It's never raining during the weekends here in Sweden, but it has been raining a lot during the weekdays. So I just felt like, no, I can't wait anymore. I have to go out now and try them because I'm so curious to see if they work or not. But it's very, very damp in the forest and all the wood is very wet. So I think this will be a challenge anyway. But you know, if you have followed me, you already know that I have a video making fire in the rain when it was really raining. So I think this is, hopefully it's easier to make a fire or start a fire this way. And that's why it can be so good to actually make your own fire starters. But you know, trial and error with Emelie. Okay, so I'm using this because I'm a little bit afraid that I will cut myself because I'm not so used to chopping woods. And that was a funny bird. Better safe than sorry. Okay, let's see if I can... Whoops! Oh God, this is wet. Well, I hope my fire starter works. I should use my knife actually. Oh, this is wet enough. Oh, now I have some. Anyway, I'm going to start building a platform, and I will take this wood that was quite damp and put it something like this. So the other thing doesn't touch the ground because, you know, the moss is very, very, very wet. Now we'll also place some birch bark. It's like laying a puzzle. Okay. Okay, this might not have been the most beautiful thing I have created in my life, but hey, it's okay. And then of course I have my fire starters with me. Look! Looks like a candle. And now, let's see if this works. So I will... Okay. Well, isn't this just beautiful? Put it there, and I will light it or set it on fire, and then I'll see if I can slowly make a fire out of this. Oh, please burn. Now I will have to use my gloves. Oh. So damp. See if this will succeed or not. But my fire starter is still burning. My fire starter is still on fire. So I better hurry up so my wood don't get too wet. Come on. Fight against the rain. Maybe I need some more of this. That's some smoke. Okay, it's blowing today. Well, now it's time for me to have a cup of tea. I know I said I wouldn't cook, but I will have a cup of tea. And then I'm going to head home and do something else. See what that can be. Oh, so it's raining. Phew. I'm very, very happy that I got a chance to try my fire starters. I've been waiting for weeks now, and I think this worked very, very well. Thank you so much for watching my video. Time for tea. Tea in the rain.